From 2017, Lou, there has been a rise of a certain genre. This rise is Battle Royales. And I personally love Battle Royales, but there is an old man in the other side of this call that doesn't like Battle Royales.
No, I don't like Battle Royales. There's so much I don't like about them, and I just find them so boring to play. I think they're one of the most boringest genres to have just been born into gaming in the last 20 years. I don't know what it is. It might sound harsh, but I don't know what it is. But for me, it just sucks out the enjoyment of playing the game.
What? Why? That's such a harsh statement to make for a game genre that's only been around It's a relatively new game genre, and you're already shitting on it. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
I am.
Why?
I am. I think I'm not alone here. It's the silent majority here.
The silent majority.
Yeah, because Battle Royales are so popular, so people, if someone says to one of your friends,
yeah,
I think they're boring, everyone's going to be like, you fucking what? Shut up and all that. And so people like me suffer in silence still.
Well, they're just gonna burn your house down because you hate Battle Royales.
Yeah. Louis hates Battle Royales. Let's just burn his house down. That's the sort of fear I live in. But one of the main gripes for me with Battle Royales is that you spend so much time getting weapons and classes together, only for some dickhead to snipe you 15 minutes in.
Well, that's the point of it, though. It's ruthless.
Yeah, but I don't understand that. Why do I want to spend 20 minutes gearing up where I can just go into a normal team deathmatch and have all my gear for me and actually just focus on having fun?
Yeah, but it's a very different kind of beast, Lou. Battle Royales, because first of all, it's all about survival. You're in survival mode. This is the sweatiest game mode. You have to think about it.
What about Modern Warfare, like Search and Destroy? That was very sweaty.
No, yeah, but like the map is so small, and it's even worse with like Search and Destroy because like there's so many cheap stuff you can do. Like I remember like heartbeat sensors. I mean, you get them in war zones as well, but that was an attachment permanently on your guns. For this one, it was so good to play with your friends, and communication is key, especially if you're against 150 players like in Warzone. That's mad. It's just very competitive.
How many people I'm playing against? That just makes me think there's going to be more lads to deal with.
Yeah, but
I'd rather just play with 10 to 20 people and be done with it, rather than say, oh, we have 500 players in this game.
Yeah, but the point is, you're the best out of 150 rather than being the best out of 10. That's the problem. That's the point.
I can no.
Yes, it is.
Just
of
play
course.
10. I can just play 10 games of 10 people and then just be the best of 100 people.
That's not the same. That is not. It's not the same thing at all.
The same.
No, it's not.
Basic maths still. It's basic maths.
No, it's not the same. It's totally not the same thing. There's so many.
What the other thing that really annoys me about it as well, Battle Royales. There's always a mist. There's a green mist or a purple mist. Let's just go onto the map and then the map's too big and we need to make it more enjoyable. So let's make the map smaller by putting some unexplained mist.
I hate you so much. That is the point of
mist.
That is the point of. Have you not seen Hunger Games? The whole genre is based around you start on a big map to scavenge, like you said. You start getting your stuff, and then the map gets smaller. So, because you obviously want to fight each other.
Yeah, but
that's the
stupid.
Point. It's not stupid.
It's so stupid. We just wear a gas mask.
You do get gas masks, but they break. Well, in Warzone you do.
They do, they?
Yeah.
Well, I just don't understand. This is the thing that I don't like that.
Why?
I don't like being... Because I like playing on a map that is made to be played on, rather than 5 minutes later you're not going to see that map for another half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, but that's the point of the map being so big, is that because even though the map is getting smaller, you're still playing on the same map. It doesn't seem like very different. You're just you sound like you want to stay in your little house in the left bottom hand corner and not move.
No, I like big maps. I love big maps.
What's the point?
I love big maps when
then?
it comes to objectives. So I like but I think their maps are just too big, and that's why they have to do this stupid mist thing in every Battle Royale game.
Well, that's the point of the genre.
But then when you look at something like Battlefields,
like
when you look at Battlefield 1 and stuff like that, they're larger, more maps. they are more enjoyable because you can play on the whole map still. It's not too big, but it's not too small. Those maps for me are they're much more dynamic. There's much more going on about them. A team deathmatch in a Battlefield game is much more enjoyable than playing a Warzone match or a Battle Royale match in general. I genuinely think they're boring.
Like I said, Lou, it's for different reasons. You play Battle Royales with your friends mostly because it's a high skill game, it's very competitive, and it's quite entertaining to watch. Like a lot of streamers made it very popular to watch, and there's a lot of good tournaments online that's just hyped it up a lot. And obviously it's 2020, COVID. Most of these games are free, so all of these are just going to rise. It's a free. Most of these are free.
Exactly, and this is, I think, my absolute biggest gripe with Battle Royale games. It's because the majority of them are all free. And so
what? You want to price everything? You hearing this capitalist swine over here, people? He wants to make everything £50, so you don't have to play.
No, because with the Battle Royale games, right, this is my biggest gripe with Battle Royale games, right? They're built to be free, and they're built to be addicting to play. And so then when you play these games, and like you said, they're so long and enjoying, you have to invest so much time in them to actually start getting good, so you can start learning the maps that are so ridiculously large. You end up spending the majority of your time playing the same map over and over again.
Yeah, but every scenario is different.
And then all the other FPS shooters that you might used to play, you ain't got time for them anymore.
That's not true.
Yes, you do.
That's not
you
true.
don't play them anymore. Don't play them anymore. If you play an FPS,
give me an
you just
example,
start playing a Battle Royale. And because,
give me an example.
Because all the other games, sort of like Rainbow Six and stuff like that, so Rainbow Six Siege and stuff like that. All these sort of other games have to either adapt now because everyone can just shit out a new Battle Royale. Yeah, every Battle Royale game that comes out is free.
So that doesn't matter, Lou. There's a lot of not terrible, but there's a lot of Battle Royales that aren't as good as like the main four.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it's making all these other sort of genres for FPSs. They're going to start struggling because everyone just wants to play a Battle Royale game. What do you mean? No, they're not.
They're not.
If you get an FPS sort of breakdown, I bet you anything, the top 5 to 10 fucking games are all going to be Battle Royale games now.
No, you're wrong. Counter-Strike is never going to leave the top 5 mark. That game is so popular.
Yeah, that's one. That's one game that's been there. That's not
Rainbow
a new game.
Six,
Can you name
Rainbow
any
Six
new
Siege
games?
is still Rainbow Six Siege.
They've all been established. Yeah,
so what
you won't
what
be
are you
able to
talking
name me a
about
genre. Name me a game in the last 3 or 4 years that has come up that can challenge in a multiplayer sort of environment for FPS. There isn't any anymore. It's a Battle Royale game.
Yeah, but there hasn't been any examples, so you can't really use that. What other FPS?
It's been 3-4 years still. It's been 3 or 4 years now.
Name me other FPS franchises that's came out then. There hasn't been. That's why. Exactly.
Because they're all focused on developing Battle Royale games.
They're not,
and that's what
they're not.
Yes, they are.
At the end of the day, to make a good Battle Royale, it's the same as making any good shooter game anyway. You just need good gun mechanics, and you need a good reason why you want to play it compared to anything else. Fortnite has its crafting system, Apex has its movement and the ping system, and PUBG is just a more realistic game. There's different battle royales for different people out there. It just depends which one you want to play. And there's examples of battle royales that aren't even as good. So
Dill, these battle royale games are made to be addicting.
They're made to be addicting.
They don't release these games for free for you to enjoy. They don't. Activision haven't just thought we'll make Warzone free because we really love our gamers. We love them. We love them to bits. No, they've made Warzone free.
Yeah, but you can
put all these mechanics in to make it that addicting for someone to pick up and play. And that's why now when you look at it as well, fucking Warzone's about 250 gigabytes now.
Yeah, so but that's their fault.
You're going to start being forced to uninstall other games now.
I mean, it's not really, but I understand what you're saying. I don't think the addicting thing has nothing to do with it being free.
What do you mean? Of course it does.
No, because if you're good at shooters anyway, and you just download a free battle royale game, it's just a win-win for you. The only thing that there's no in-game purchases that will make you better as a player. So regardless, it's still a very skill-based game. The only difference is the amount of hours you have playing a game, which is the same as any fair game. It's the same as any competitive game. The more hours you put in a game, the more experience and the more knowledge you get. That's the same thing with anything. It's the same thing.
It is the same thing with anything, but the thing is like I said,
you're comparing it to something like FIFA that has Ultimate Team and packs. games that are useless after the year it comes out. That is something that's addicting and has literally no value. Rather than hitting in Warzone or for any free battle royale, you can join.
Everyone I know who's played Warzone have become addicted to Warzone.
No, yeah, but you're making it sound like they just can't drop the game. They just don't want to drop.
They can't.
No, that's not the reason. You're playing a game with your mates. You're in a very competitive. You're in a competitive environment. Like, you want to be the best out of so many players. Of course it's going to be addicting. That's a good addictive quality to have, rather than just wasting your money.
A good addictive quality to have. How does that make?
Competitive edge. It's called competitive edge, mate. That's what it is.
I don't know.
Different.
It's not different.
It is different.
It's not different, and it's going to get to the point with battle royales is that it's going to get so. It's only been 3 years, and I said this to you before we started this. It's been 3 years, so it genuinely feels like battle royales have been around for 20. It's going to get to the point where they get so oversaturated. They're so good.
Yeah, they're very popular. This genre has changed how shooters how people play shooters, and that's not a bad thing. I find it boring with that, because like I said, with battle royales and all that, I think they can just be so lazy, and all it will really, for me, you can say I'm wrong here if you think I'm wrong here, but I just think when you play a battle royale game, all it really boils down to is just landing, flying in, frantically trying to get some gear, going crazy and killing someone, and then trying not to get mullered after the first like 10-15 minutes. And then just going from there, and it's like that every time. So what's the difference between a team deathmatch, a search and destroy, a demolition match, a domination match?
Because you can respawn straight away and get straight back into it.
Yeah, but you're doing so just because you're doing something in a shorter span than a longer span doesn't make it better.
I think the problem with battle royales is that they don't. It's all focused more about looting and gearing up and all that for 15-20 minutes. And I just think for me that's an anti-FPS sort of mentality for me. I don't know why. I prefer being in an environment where you can just get all your gear, start playing an FPS game, and then just focus on the FPS and not the looting aspects or the crafting or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but that's what makes it different, though. That's the unique part of it, though. The looting and stuff.
I just don't know. I think it's an evolution of the FPS, and I think it's. I will admit that it probably will be the standard for FPS now, but I don't think it's a good evolution. I think these sort of games, they won't be. I don't find them as enticing or as enjoyable as, like, if you think of all the classic sort of multiplayer FPS shooters like Halo and Doom and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think they're as fun to play as compared to those games. I think what you said with this competitive edge and all that, and you're saying about this addictiveness to being competitive and winning. Yeah, I think that makes the game less fun.
What? Less fun to the individual.
Have you ever gone into a battle royale game? I'm sure there's a lot of people have been in a situation. When's the last time you've gone into a battle royale game and left it feeling happy or just like content? You know, I think everyone leaves after they've played Warzone or Fortnite game for a long time. They turn the PlayStation off, the PC off, and they're like, "That was so shit," and all they get all around it. I think it usually leaves a worse taste, but then and that's it. You leave it and you feel like shit, and then you want to come back to it tomorrow and try again and again and again. Yeah, and that's why I don't think it's a good thing to be addicted to it competitively.
Yeah, but that's because I feel like most people just have winner's mentality. I feel like in any competitive game, no one wants to lose. I mean, you're spending a lot of time. Of course, you want the win. You're not going to spend like you said 25 minutes and you're gonna
but that's the thing though, when you spend that much time investing yourself into trying to get the win and you get killed after one shot, how pissed are you gonna be and how angry are you gonna be? And I think for that it just takes away the enjoyment. Yeah, but like you can do it to someone else as well and you're gonna be like, oh sick, I just got someone like 300 meters away. So you know what I mean? It's the and also I feel like BRs are changing anyway, because like Fall Guys, that is because they're actually fun to play though, because you're not wasting your time running around. No, you're not wasting your time running around fucking gearing up to get into the main show. You can just go straight into play, and if you die, you get straight back in.
Yeah, but it's still a BR.
I find Fall Guys is the best Battle Royale game for me. It's my favourite Battle Royale game.
You just don't like the shooting mechanic, which is fair, but
I like the shooting mechanics. I like the shoot. That's what I want to focus on. I don't like the looting and the gathering.
But you're just asking for a massive team deathmatch. That is not a game mode, bruv.
Why is that not a game mode?
Because you can play that on.
It's more realistic.
Halo.
It's more realistic.
This is more realistic. I mean, if you want a realistic game, you can play PUBG.
Let's just kick everyone out of a boss to get our weapons. No. I want a Warzone. If you want me to go into a Warzone, make it 75 versus 75, and then just
What, like, so, like, you know when, like, people ping throwing knives across the map and kill them? Is that realistic for you? Not gonna lie, if you're playing Call of Duty for the realism,
I'm not. I'm just saying it's shit.
Bruv.
No, I'm not. Battle
you.
Royale is just shit. I'm telling you right now.
Shit,
it's
man.
a shit genre. They won't ever touch the enjoyment for me compared to the Halos and the Dooms and whatnot. Even the old school Call of Duty team deathmatches sort of thing. I don't think they'll be touched. And I think for that reason, Battle Royale is the wrong evolution for them.
I feel like a lot of people wanted a change from shooters, and Battle Royale was the change they needed. For example, when Call of Duty came out, people complained about the maps and how people were camping and shit and just getting tired of camping, because that happens every single fucking game. And what did they do?
Happens now.
Yeah, but what did they do? They released Warzone, which is now having more players in than the actual multiplayer of Modern Warfare. And people asked for Modern Warfare. So what does that tell you?
And now you need. And
yeah,
now
but what does that tell you?
From the death mist.
Yeah, but what does that tell you, Lou?
I don't know. Don't care.
What is that telling you? That they prefer it. So that's fine.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not being funny. I've never really held Modern Warfare players as the standard to follow. They've always been shit with Modern Warfare, so I don't care.
Either way, I think it's great. It's exciting to see. Stop being a hater, bruv. You're just being a hater. No,
I want to go back and play some Halo 3.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.